And welcome back to the channel, guys. Tool reviews of tools I use. Today I'm going to take you through a couple of my favourite demolition tools, the Stanley FUBAR and the Stanley XL FUBAR. Stanley make quite a few tools under the range of FUBAR. I'll let you look up the definition if you don't know it, but anyone who's watched war films over the years knows what it stands for. They make a smaller chisel version, which is about this big in comparison. Sorry, that's not particularly scientific. And they make a sort of sledgehammer type size tool, which is, if you imagine this, but it's the size of a sledgehammer. It's pretty impressive looking. But these are the two that I have. This one here I keep in my main home renovation handyman demolition toolbox, just because of the size of it. It fits really nicely in there. This one that here used to always sit in my van, just because it's got that extra weight. When I need it, I can go and call on it, but I don't want to be carrying it around all the time. So just a quick overview of it. It's got a nice rubberized handle on it, plenty of grip, but not too much that it will give you blisters or anything. As you can see, it's got the hammer head there. It's got a sort of slightly kind of bladed portion just here, which is a lot more prominent on the bigger one. You can see it's a lot bigger. I've seen some people in videos sharpen these, which I can imagine would make it a pretty awesome tool. When you get any kind of overswing with it, or if you miss a little bit and you just kind of miss the head and you hit this, it just still carries on going right through it. I haven't managed to break it yet. You can see the beat down this one's had. It's really effective if you're smashing something up. It really does what it's advertised to do. The smaller one seems to be the most popular one, and I think it is down to the size of it pretty much. They seem, in the UK especially, they seem to sell this one for more expensive, a lot more expensive than the bigger one, which seems really weird, but it's just because of the demand. You've got the chisel point on this one with a sort of nail puller, but you see this one's got like a crowbar end. I think I prefer this one here. It just feels a little bit stronger. I like the flat edge because of the amount of times I've used it as a scraper and a pry bar. But it's already got a nail puller there, so I don't generally need the one that's on the end of this one. I can just use a hammer if needed. So I really just like this. It's got a really nice sweep, so you get a lot of leverage on it. You can grab a bit of 2x4 here and just rip it, twist it. Really handy. These teeth bite in reasonably well. They're not very sharp, but they still grip really nicely. This gives some nice leverage, but it also has a really nice pick head, so that when you swing that into anything, that can just punches through really well. Use that a lot. I use that a lot. Just the tool in general is just really pretty impressive for the size of it. But when this is just not going to cope with the job at hand, and you pull this thing out, this has got some real swing to it. That meaty head on it just really carries a lot of weight behind it. And like I said, you've got quite a surface area on it, so even if you miss and you catch this bit here, it's still just going to break right through. And you see this bit's got this extra little step so that it can grip onto wood that's maybe about an inch, maybe an inch thick or something like that. It's not the sort of hammer you're going to ever want to tap nails in with. As you can see, the shape of it, just this bit over the top of it here, it's just not going to be good for tapping nails in. It's not really designed for that, but it would do it if you needed it to do that. Let's go back to this one here. I think one thing I also like about these end bits here is that if you can imagine putting a lot of force, I reckon if I was prying and I put a lot of force on that, it's going to be a lot easier to break the one on the right than it is on the left, because the one on the left is kind of backed up by the other piece of it. But the nail puller on this is really good. On both of them, it's really good. Lots of leverage. You can see this one is even more swept up, so you really do get a lot of leverage on that. But yeah, it's just a quick video. Really been happy with these over the years. I don't think anyone will be disappointed if you buy them. I might just buy the chisel version that they sell, the little chisel pry bar. If you have a look for that, that might be my next purchase. But yeah, very happy with it. If you like the content, please like and subscribe, and drop a comment below if you've got any suggestions. I've got a whole bunch of tools I'm absolutely dying to show you guys, and one thing about my channel is I really try and show tools that I've actually used. Most of the stuff I'm going to show is not going to be brand new. It's all going to be stuff that I've had for a while. So whilst these tools have been out for a long time, you're getting a review now after me using them for quite a few years. So yeah, I'll see you next time.